What is going on, everyone? This is the southeastern football preview video for the 2019 season. Last season, the Southeastern Lions finished 4-7 and 4-5 in the Southland Conference. Um, I'm looking forward to this 2019 Southeastern Lions football team to see how much improvements they can make because this team under Coach Frank Selfo, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this team, look, they had some downfalls, they had some upfalls, but make I'm gonna make this clear to everybody. This team is gonna get back on the right track. Look, after the 2011 season when Southeastern um, fired Mike Lucas, or fired Mike Lucas. Yeah, they did. Um, they had Ron Roberts. He came. He put this program back on the map. They won two Southland Conference championships in 2012. Yeah, 2013 and 14. So I look at it this way. Look, don't give up on this team just yet. This team is going to make the playoffs sooner or later. They just got to do their they had some significant problems, so they just have to get that rectified, and hopefully they will be back in the playoff race again this year or next year or the year after next. So I look at it this way. That's the synopsis on it. Let me pull this down. Okay, we're going to break down the roster, Southeastern roster. I have it on my screen. You will not see you will see this in the recording. So let's begin going over the quarterback situation. Um, on the offensive side, let's begin with Lorenzo Nunez. Lorenzo Nunez is from he's a junior, so he's coming back. I'm glad to see that. Also, Chris um, Penton, Chris Penton from Mandeville. He's a freshman quarterback. So this quarterback depth right here is going to be strong for the Southeastern Lions. Exactly. Um, Byron Walker, he's a sophomore. Jacob Williams, he's a junior. Um, so I look at it this way, and Joey um, Joey Burher as Berhegh. He's a senior, so this is we have enough talent right here. Like I said, we have one, two, that's two, three, um, four. So that's one. We got four juniors, one senior, and one freshman coming in on the quarterback position. So I think the quarterback position, we're going to be okay. Chase Burchill is coming back um, for this year as well. He's going to be a junior. Next year is going to be a senior. So I'm looking forward to the future for the Southeastern football team. The depth is going to be there. We just got to win those games. So now let's go over to the running backs. This is the running back situation. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it very positive for the Southeastern Lions football team. Let's see. We have one. Let's see. We have let's see. One. Yeah. One. We have one junior. We also have two sophomores, one freshman, one senior, another freshman. So it's they're going to have some freshmen, young talent on this running back core, and also you have Julius McLean. He's from Plaquemines. He's also a senior, so he's um, two, um, three seniors on his ball club. That's like I said. we got some veterans on this running back depth. So we got some absolute veterans. Like I said, with the quarterbacks and the running backs, I think we're set right there. Now the fullbacks. So these fullbacks right here. So the two fullbacks is Dawson and Jenkins. So I think this is a very positive running back and quarterback tandem. Now let's go over the wide receivers. Wide receivers, we have one junior. We have Connors from New Orleans. Also, it's a plethora of wide receivers. So that's one thing about it. Connors, go ahead, Connors, Carver, um, Brewer, um, Alexander. He's going to be a freshman, two freshmen there. Also Jenkins, he's a junior. He's coming back as a wide receiver. No, he's a fullback. Sorry about that. He's a Alexander. He's a freshman, and Jenkins. No, sorry about that. So the wide receiver core. I'm looking at this depth chart like here. This rosters. I'm gonna tell you, this roster is deep. So don't rest assured that you're gonna have some quality wide receivers catching the football for Southeastern um, for the, um, for many years to come. So this is the wide receivers and the tight ends. Look, I think this is we have a deep tight end and wide receiver tight ends and wide receiver on tandems. So I think that's good. Also, so we're gonna go over the offensive line. Let's begin looking at the offensive line, people. Okay, offensive line. Let's go ahead and look at that. See, the first one is Allen. He's a junior. Then you got Beverly. He's a junior, and also Goach. Goach. That's Gooch. He's a junior. So we got three. Um, got one, two. We got three juniors coming back so far. We're looking at also. We have three freshmen on this O line. So there's going to be a young um, um, O line to bear. Now we got sophomore, one senior on the team for the offensive line. We also have another freshman, and so I'd say this: with those three juniors we have them coming back. Look, I'm gonna say this: that's gonna be um, the Southeastern safeguards right there. It's those O linemen. They're gonna have to pass block and run block. Some of these freshmen are gonna have to learn these blocking schemes because I'm gonna tell you, we have to keep Chase Burgell. Um, um, we have to keep Chase Burgell protected at all times because look, it could break down. The pass coverage can break down at any time. So they're going to have to make a lot of adjustments when coming into the 2019 season. So let's go ahead and break down the defense. I'm going to go ahead and do the defensive linemen and then linebackers. Let's look at them. Okay, defensive lineman coming in. We have one sophomore, one junior, one freshman. Also, we have another sophomore, and then sophomore, senior, two seniors right there. So we got one, two, three, four. No, one, two. Yeah, on the defensive line, one. Yeah, let me go back. One, two, three, and four. So we got four sophomores, four sophomores, um, one freshman, and two seniors, and we only got two juniors on this team. So this is going to be a very young squad right here on this defense for the defensive line as well. So I'm hoping they make significant improvements on the D line because that's something that's going to be very important for this Southeastern team. So I think this is a very young D lineman ball club. Now on the linebackers we have we got one sophomore, two freshmen, um, one senior. That's one, two, three. That's one, two, three, four, and let's see. We got four freshmen coming in, so we don't know what this guy's classification is. So we have to play it by ear. That's on the linebacker side. So that's sophomores. So this is another tandem right here. The linebacker core. I think the linebacker core is going to be bright for this team because look, um, we need that pressure. We need those linebackers to get in there and make those plays. So so you're gonna have a veteran. You're gonna have a mix of both. You're gonna have a veteran group and you're gonna have a young group of linebackers for Southeastern. So make no mistake about it. This defensive core is going to be very primed and ready. So let's go over the D backs. Um, let's begin with Kevin Benjamin. He is a junior. Um, let's see, Busby. He's from Montreal. PQ. That's Quebec. He's a senior. Also, Xavier Chapman. He is a freshman coming in from Slidell. Also, Aaron Craig. He's a senior, so he's gonna. They got to depend on him for his leadership in the D back in the defensive backs tandems. Also, we have June. So we got some young talent on this secondary. Look, the secondary last year was a complete and utter joke. Sometimes they would make plays, but to be honest with you, they gave up a lot of plays. So they're going to have this secondary is going to be very young, but they got some juniors and seniors that's going to have to step up and be leaders to the young guys that's coming in for Southeastern. So now let's go over the special teams people. Okay, the special teams people was showing you the special teams. I'm gonna pull it up 1 second. I'm gonna pull the expand it right here. So I'm gonna pull it up. So you'll see the entire roster. So that's the roster. We have a place kicker, Nathan Holiday. He's coming in. He's a freshman. Penn. He's a freshman. Um, Jonathan Tatum. He is a senior, so he's going to be probably going to be doing the kicks. Also, Luke Car, Kalola. He's a punter. He's a freshman punter. Also, Jim Sprenheitz. I'm saying his name right. He's from Brandon, Mississippi. He's a senior. Also, let's see, Ivory Wall. He's a junior. So on this special teams right here, we only got two freshmen. No, three freshmen. Make my correction. Three freshmen, and three seniors and one junior for this team. So this special team unit is going to be very um, um, young. So it's going to be a young and talented special teams unit for Southeastern. So let me repeat that again. So we can okay, they have three freshmen, one senior, one yeah, two seniors. So two seniors. 3 freshmen, 3 seniors, and 1 junior. So it's three freshmen, and 1 senior, and 3 juniors. So that is the um, breakdown of the southeastern roster. We'll go ahead and we'll break down the analysis on the team last year. Let's give you that. Okay, I'm going to NCAA stats. I'm going to pull this up in my screen so you can see everything that's in the screen. So it will be in the screen. Okay, we're going to begin with the offense. We're going to begin with the scoring offense. Let's go ahead and go over the scoring offense for the Southeastern Lions. About to do that. Give me 1 second. Okay, scoring offense. I'm about to crease it over a little bit so you can see it a little bit more, a little bit better. So the scoring offense last year. Scoring offense, they averaged 25.5 points a game. They were ranked ninth in the Southland Conference and 79th overall. So they're going to have to score more points, big time. Because if you don't score more points, your chances will of winning will decrease. So they were ranked ninth last year. So ninth in the scoring offense. So that's the key this year. We got to continue to score, because if we don't continue, we lose. So let's begin with the total offense for Southeastern. I'm about to pull it. I'm about to highlight in just a second. Total offense. I'm going to highlight it in my screen. Total offense. So hold on. I'm scrolling. Let's go back. Okay. Scoring total offense last year. Southeastern average 406.9 yards a game. That was 8th in the conference, 48th nationally in the FCS college football rankings. So that's, to be honest with you, Southeastern's got to score. They got to have a better offense. I don't care if they in the top 5 or not. Get a better scoring offense, because look, you're gonna have teams like McNeese. You're gonna have teams like Stephen F. Austin. You're gonna have teams like Sam Houston State. You're gonna have teams like Houston Baptist. You're gonna have teams like Northwestern State. You're also gonna have teams like Nichols. That's gonna be higher than Southeastern. But Southeastern has to prove a point, because last year their 4-7 record should have been 7-4. Because they had 406 yards a game. That's something right there to look at. But the truth of the matter is, look, we didn't do much last year. We went, like I said, that was just. Let's go ahead and give you the passing game. I'm giving you the passing game offense. Last year, Southeastern finished 4th with 281.4. So they had a pretty good passing offense last year. They finished 14th in the national rankings. So I say keep moving, keep it going. Don't stop doing what you're doing. So that's that, and it will take care of the rest. So let's go over to the run game offense. Let's go to the running game offense. Let's pull that up. 1 second. I'm about to scroll it over. About to highlight it. So let me go ahead and roll it. Okay. Okay, I got it right there. So, oh shoot, got it messed up. Do it again. Okay. Try to get it over. Okay. The run game last year, Southeastern averaged 125.5 yards a game. That was sixth in the conference. Also, um, 89th in the national rankings. So I look at it this way: we were sixth in the conference and running the football. So we have to be a lot better this year. So it doesn't matter if you give the ball to one of the southeastern the running backs or something like that. Those positive, look, they got to get those yards up. So 125 yards. I mean, that's not bad, but you got to be a lot better because if you want to be a championship team, you have to have a sustainable running back core. So that's my take on the. We did the passing game and the running game, so we'll go over to the downs and the distance efficiency. Let's begin with the first down offense last season with Southeastern. First down offense last season. I'm about to highlight it. Let me highlight this number right here. Highlight the first downs. Okay. Let's see if I can highlight it. Okay, the first down offense last year, Southeastern had 226 first downs. That's not too bad. That's perfect. I like to see that happen again this year. They were ranked 8th in the conference and 50th overall in the first down offense. So that was um, something to be proud of. But look, we have to be in the top 5. It doesn't matter if you're near the top 5 or below or close to it. You have to get those first downs at any time because look, those first downs mean a lot. Mean absolutely a lot if you want to stay on the field for longer because that determines if you can stay on the field. Because first down could be turned into second down in maybe 10 or 15 or whatever. So it's important to get first downs um, in the um, in the fold. So let's break down the um, third down efficiency on offense. Let's go ahead and do that. Last year's third down efficiency numbers. Let's pull that up. I'm going to highlight it in just 1 second. Let me roll this back. I'm making a little mistake. Okay, let me get this back there. Darn it. So, okay, let's go back to the third down offense last year. Okay, third down offense. Southeastern was ranked 5th in third down offense with 36.0 a game. So it's 36.0. So I think this is good. We're in the top 5 in third down efficiency. I hope it continues for this year for the Southeastern Lions. So make no mistake about it. That's my wish going into this season for this football team. So Southeastern, like I said, they also was ranked 69th overall in um, in third down. So that's important. That's important. Third and first down, because look, that's the last down right there. You got to convert because if you don't convert, you're gonna have to punt and give that ball back to the other team, and that gives them another chance to score points. So third down conversions are very essential for this team to convert on. So let's go ahead and go over to the fourth down conversions. That's going to be on the offensive side of the football. Fourth down conversions. I'm about to highlight it again. Okay, fourth down conversions. Going into last year, they were ranked first, so with 64%. So that is great. I am very happy about that because those fourth downs, you have to make them. Because if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and inches or whatever, you have to go for it. If you got to go for it, you can convert. That's one thing about it. So um, I think it's essential that you have these fourth downs as well. So um, make no mistake about it. It's just look, that's just football. So these stats are from the NCAA.com website. You can go to stats.ncaa.org if you want to read them on your teams and stuff like that. So let's go to the down to the red zone efficiency offense for last season. Red zone efficiency offense last season. Southeastern was ranked third in red zone efficiency with 83%. That is perfect. 83.3%. They was ranked 44th in the national rankings, so I think that's good. So third, it's not bad. I mean, that's at the top, near the top, right there. So I my analysis is to keep it going, because if you don't keep it going, you can't. If you want, you'll be ending up kicking field goals, and you don't want to kick field goals and end up with 3 points. No, you want to be able to get 6 points. So that's the key, to get 6 points in the red zone offense. So um, that's the red zone efficiency offense. We'll go ahead and begin with our let's begin with our turnover margin on offense. Turnover margin on offense. This is something that is very important for everybody to understand, because turnover offenses um, on offense, you give that ball away. That's giveaways. That's the one you got to give away. Don't give away the ball. So let's look at it. Okay, turnovers lost last season. About to highlight it. Okay, turnovers lost last season. Southeastern, unfortunately, in the conference finished ninth in turnovers lost, and also 117 in turnovers lost. It was at 28, so we got to cut down on those turnovers, because that's important to win a game, because turnover margin also counts against that. So we'll go over the turnover margin. Okay, the turnovers game. Let's look at it. We'll look at it. Turnover margin. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that in 1 second. Give me just a second to highlight it. Turnover margin. Okay, turnover margin. Last season, Southeastern finished 11th with minus 1.18. You got to not have turnovers on offense. If you get a turnover on offense, you got to go get one back on defense. That's important. That's important to be in that plus category, because if you're in that plus category, you can win. But if you're in that minus category, you're not winning. You're not winning anything. So that's important. Turnover margin, losing the ball, and gaining the football. So the turnovers gained last season um, was 15. They were 11th in that area and 89th overall. So now, like I said, in the turnovers lost, it was a 117 margin. So not good at all. So that's a lot of things that Southeastern has to improve on in those areas, is turnover margin. So let's begin with defense. Defensive side of the football. We're going to talk about that. Let's go ahead and begin with our scoring defensive breakdown. Okay, scoring defense last year. I'm highlighting it. So last year they finished, let's see, eighth in the conference with 33 points a game, and also 90th in overall standings. They gave up 33 points last year. Southeastern gave up 33 points last season. That's something we cannot be doing because we'll lose games in the long run. When you give up that many points, expect to lose. That's one thing you're going to be doing. Because the thing is, you got to minimize your scoring defense. That's one thing. You got to prevent them from scoring. That's one thing. That's in common with football right there. So we will go over to the run defense. Let's begin with run defensive analysis. Okay, let's go ahead and highlight that so you'll know where I'm at. Okay, run defense last year, Southeastern finished sixth in the conference with 183 yards given up. So they finished sixth in the conference. I want to see this run defense look better this year as we go into the 2019 season, because six is not cutting it. You got to be more better than that. If you're in the top five, I would accept that. But if you're in the 6 through 10 category, or all the way through the bottom, your team sucks. Your run defense sucks, and that's one thing I'm gonna say. So that's important. Also, we're gonna go over the total defense. Let's go over the total defense. A game total defense. I'm about to pull it up in 1 second. Let me highlight it on total defense. Okay, in the video. Okay, total defense. Southeastern finished in 8th place with 458 yards given up last year, 458.7, 104th in nationally. That is the worst ranking I've ever seen. 104th. That's something you can't be doing. You can't be doing week after week after week after week, because that will bite you in the ass right there. That will bite you in the fucking ass. So I say this. We got to improve in that area on total defense. We got to improve in that area. Because if you don't improve in that area, chances are you're giving up the ball to the other team. So that's total defense. We talked about that. 458 yards a game. That's let's see. We'll highlight it one. So hold on. So I'm gonna have to try to pull it back. So sorry about that. I know it flipped the page. So that's we went over the total defense. So we're gonna go over to the pass defense. Let's go ahead and do that. Passes allowed, 124 out of 124 teams ranked. Okay, 124 teams. Passing yards allowed. That's passing defense. Last year, Southeastern finished 8th in the conference with 275.1 and also 150 overall. That's not good neither. That's something that Coach Selfo is going to have to improve on this year, because I'm gonna tell you, those passing offenses in the conference, whether it's Nickel State, whether it's Sam Houston, whether it's Houston Baptist, whether it's Northwestern State, whether it's Central Arkansas, they're going to be throwing the football against Southeastern. The teams will throw the ball against Southeastern, and they're going to absolutely suck. That's why we need to get this passing defense under control, because if you don't get it under control, the chances are they will lose games by the passing offense of other teams. So that's important that we definitely get that rectified. So let's go over to the we did passing defense, run defense. Let's go over the sacks allowed. Let's go over to the sacks in games. Let's go over that. Team sacks. Let's look at that. Team sack rate. Okay, team sack rate. Southeastern had finished eighth um, in in team sacks with 2.18, and also they finished 47th. So I think this is a year for this team to get more sacks because look, it's very important that we get sacks or we get um, hurries or something like that because look, you're gonna have some this conference right here is going to have quality quarterbacks that's gonna come into Strawberry Stadium and they're gonna light them up. That's one thing they're gonna do, light up the Southeastern Lions. So that's important right there. Now let's go over to the tackles for loss. Let's go over to the tackles for loss category. Okay, let's break that down. The tackles for loss. Southeastern finished 10th with 5.8 tackles for loss. They finished 78th in the overall. So overall, they finished 78th and 10th in the conference. So that's something we have to improve on as well. It's tackles for loss. We have to tackle better because if we don't tackle better, you're going to have those running backs that come in and they're going to break tackles without a shadow of a doubt. They're going to break tackles. So that's important that we get these tackles for loss time and time again during the 2019 season. So that is my opinion on it. So that is, let's go ahead and give you the um, let's go over the downs and the distance again. Once again, first down defense. I'm going to go over that in just a second. Highlight it. Okay, you'll see the little thing on the screen that's telling me where the so Southeastern finished seventh with 252 um, first downs given up. 252 first downs given up in a ball game. So that's something cannot be given up as first downs because they're gonna run the ball all day long. They're gonna get first downs all day long. So that's important. We don't get these um, first downs on the defense. So we need to have um, we need to run stop. We run stop on first down. We need to pass stop on first down. So 252 is it's a high number, very high number right there for Southeastern. So let's go ahead and give you the third down defense. I'm gonna about to give you that in just a second. Third down defense. Okay, we'll pull this up. Okay, third down defense. We're right on the screen. Okay, 82nd in the national rankings and 8th in the conference on third down defense. So we gave up 39.6 percent of third down. So that's something we got to stop doing during the season. Is stop giving third downs to the opposing team. So that's something we got to stop giving up big time. So that's another area I'm going to be concerned about right there for the for this year. Now let's go over to the fourth down defense. Fourth down defense. Okay, go ahead and go over to the fourth down defense. Okay, fourth down defense. Southeastern was ranked seventh in the conference and also had 47.6% percentage. Also 60th in the national rankings. So look, sure you was ranked seventh, but you can be better. You could be a lot better um, in the conference because no matter what, no matter who you playing, so whether it's McNeese, whether it's Nickel State or Sam Houston or whoever they play this year, look, them fourth down conversions on defense should be less. So that's my take on that. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the um, red zone. Red zone defense. That's important. Red zone defense. Let's go ahead and give you the red zone defense analogies. Okay, the red zone defense. I'm about to highlight it 1 second. Okay, red zone defense. Southeastern was first and not giving up too many points in the red zone. Um, they they was at 74% on the scoring plays, so that's amazing. I like to see that better during the season. I like to see it maybe in the 60s. Um, so, but if we were in the 70s, that would be great. That would be even greater. So, if we stay at number one, because what we want to be the top rated red zone defense in the conference. We should be. So that's on the red zone defensive side of the football. Now let's give you another. Um, um, let's talk about penalties. Let's talk about penalties here. Okay. Penalties. Okay, I'm about to. Okay, fewer penalties. Let's give you the breakdown on that. Okay, I'm gonna highlight it 1 second. Fewer penalties. Southeastern was ranked 11 in fewer penalties. They had 113, um, and also they were ranked 121st. That's worse. You can't be worse and expect to win um, Southland Conference. That's week by week. So let's go ahead and give you the fumble recovery breakdowns and the fumble losses. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, the fumble recovery. I'm going to highlight it. I got it right on the screen. Fumble recovery. Southeastern was ranked 10th with 7. So they had 7 fumble recoveries last season and 76. So they got to get more fumbles on defense. And don't fumble the ball on offense. Because you fumble the ball, that's a turnover. And that will turn into points for other teams. So that's the main issue Coach Selfo is going to be harping on this season is fumbles. Not fumbling that football on offense, but getting fumbles back on defense. So that's the main thing we're gonna be they're gonna be concerned about. So last stat we're gonna be going over is passing efficiency defense. Let's give you a passing efficiency defense report. Okay, passing efficiency defense report. I have the screen. Southeastern was ranked 9th with 140.95, and also 94th with the NCAA rankings. That's the FCS level. So Southeastern's going to have to be a little bit more efficient on their passing efficiency. So these are the teams. These are the stats they show you every time. This shows you a lot of breakdowns of these teams. Sure, you might not see them on their website like that, but they'll show these are ranks right here. This shows you all the ranks and stuff like that. Um, that they're ranked and stuff like that. If they're ranked dead last or something like that, that's rooms for improvement. So, okay, this is the stat breakdown. So that includes that. Let's go ahead and give you the so these are the guys that's most likely going to be quarterbacks over for Southeastern. Um, Chase Burgell last year, his numbers I'm gonna show you right now. He had let's see, he had 12 touchdowns and No, 16 interceptions and 16 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, and two fumbles. So he fumbled the ball twice. So I hope he doesn't fumble the ball again. Now Lorenzo Nunez, he had only 7 games start. He completed 5 of 7 passes for 58 yards. His average was 8.29 8.29 yards. He had 1 touchdown. So I'm pretty sure they'll be swapping quarterbacks after that situation. So they'll if they do a swap. So that's the numbers right there. We'll pull that right there. So we have enough rum. So that's pretty good. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to out of these quarterbacks right here is consistency. Because Chase Burson was 60.9%, so he had a pretty good quarterback percentage. But last year, his 12 interceptions was really the the Achilles heel for this team. So, and also his 2 fumbles. So now let's go ahead and look at the running back position. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing some of these players make some impacts like Johnson did last year. He had um, 88 carries for 451. He averaged 5.3. The main guy, Jawan Petit Ferrer, he's going to be playing this year, so he's coming back this year. Jawan Petit Ferrer, he could do everything. So also the receivers, Jawan Petit Ferrer had 40 catches for um, 678. He had an average of 17.0. Now Turner had 36 catches last year. He had 2 touchdowns. Branson Swable had 3 touchdowns. He had 26 catches for 419. He averaged 16.1. Now Niger Jackson had a 10.9 average. Also, Austin Mitchell last year had 303 yards on 18 receptions. He had 16.8 average in his year. So let's go ahead and go over the defensive stats last year. The sack people was Russell. He had 1.5. Also Lewis had 2. Um, Isaac Adela Bogard, Buglair, if I'm saying his name right. He had 4 sacks last year, so I'm hoping we have a different, a positive year this year on the defensive stats as well. So this is from Hero. You can go to www.herosports.com. So I look at it this way. This is going to be a very positive year for the Southeastern Lions football team. So make no mistake about it. Look, they were 4-7 last year. Look, Coach Coach Selfo is not gonna settle for second best. Coach Selfo will push the issue this year, and this team is going to be better in the Southern Conference and beyond. So let's go ahead and give you the schedule. Let's go ahead and break that schedule down. Let's begin. Okay, Southeastern and on August 29th, we'll have um, Jacksonville State coming in. That's an FCS opponent, so they're going to have 2 FCS games, non-conference. So that's going to be a non-con. And then the Ole Miss Rebels will be playing on September 14th, 1 FBS game. So 2 FCS non-conference and 1 FBS conference non-conference game. Okay, the next one will be Lamar. Lamar will play on September 21st. That will be a Saturday. Also, they will take on Northwestern State. That will be in Natchitoches. So that's going to be a very tough game there. But they will go on the road against McNeese. That'll be in Cowboy Stadium. So I think that's going to be another game. I'm going to be um, that's going to be 2 weeks on the road right there. So now they will take on Incarnate Word on October 12th. So that's going to be a payback game right there. They lost last year over there. I think it's going to be most likely a payback. Now, Southeastern will have an off week. That will be on October 19th. Also, they will take on Houston Baptist. That will be in Houston. So they'll go back on the road. Also, they'll take on Stephen at Boston and Hammond. Also, they will take on Central Arkansas and Conway. Also, they will take on Abilene Christian and um, Abilene. So the Thursday night, November 21st, this is going to be a very pivotal game. If they do finish um, between 7 and 4, I'd say between 7 and 4, Southeastern most likely will finish this year because that will most likely will get them into the playoffs. Um, if they have a good conference record, if they have a one loss conference record in the conference, they will most likely will get into the playoffs. So the thing is, it's a week after week struggle going into the season, and I'm pretty sure Southeastern can overcome those um, struggles. So I say 7 and 4. I'm gonna be a safely and say 7 and 4. They finish 7 and 4. If they don't get into the playoffs, they'll have a winning season. But I'm pretty sure the winnable games will most likely be, I say, um, Jacksonville State, Jacksonville State, and also Bethune Cookman. Bethune Cookman's coming in, so that's gonna be at Bethune Cookman. So you're gonna have a Thursday night game um, on the 29th, and the next week you're gonna have Bethune Cookman on the road. So you're gonna have a tough um, schedule right here. But I'm pretty sure once the season is done, a lot of positives will come out of this season. So that and that's it. Let's go ahead and switch this out. Okay, this concludes the Southeastern football preview video for 2019 season. You can follow me on Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer, or you can email me. Everything, the addresses are on your screen. So if you see this video, so please like, share, or follow. If you want to follow me, there's the addresses. So we'll have this uploaded to YouTube and Facebook in just a few moments. So everybody, once again, have a good, safe rest of your Monday evening. We will be back tomorrow with the Sports Talk with Carol Wiemeyer show, 11 o'clock or 7, depending on how I play it. So everybody have a good rest of your Monday evening. Um, we will have the New Orleans Saints video preview on Wednesday evening. So we'll have that on Wednesday evening, and will also be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. So everybody, once again, have a good evening.